What's up? I'm Aaron Cartier and welcome to my YouTube channel. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to my YouTube channel. As you all probably know or don't know, the Met Gala just happened this past Monday. It's always the very first Monday in May. So I figured that I wanted to come on here and do a little critique, if you will, or a fashion police of all the looks from the Met Gala. Now, I normally do this on my Instagram every time the Met Gala happens. I actually started really doing critiques last year and it was a successful hit. So I was like, I'm just gonna keep doing it. But I figured why not bring it over to YouTube where I can kind of go more in depth instead of typing out all my responses and my critiques. We can actually talk about it, get into the facial expressions, get into all the good gigs of the Met Gala and really dive into the nitty gritty. Now, if you don't know, this year's theme was Karl Lagerfeld, line of beauty. And Karl Lagerfeld has been the creative director for a lot of major fashion houses. He's mainly been known for Chanel, that's who he was working with before he passed away in 2019, and he also had his own brand, Karl Lagerfeld, as well. So we are going to be getting into all the good stuff, see if the girls came with what they need to come with, if they brought it. I put on my black and white today because Karl Lagerfeld, he was definitely known for his black and white. He always had on a black suit, a white button-up, a tie, some motorcycle gloves, some black sunglasses with his classic silver gray hair. So that was definitely what he was known for. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into these looks because I have quite a few that I want to get into. First up, we have Miss Billie Eilish, and she is wearing Simone Rocha, and I definitely enjoyed this look on Billie. I thought she did what she needed to do. I feel like this definitely fit her. It fit her aesthetic. I feel like she came and brought herself to the Met Gala. I love the sheerness of the skirt. I kind of love how the underskirt is kind of giving you kind of a lingerie, sexy boudoir type of feel. And then she has the gloves, and I love the glove. I love a sheer glove. I love a latex glove. I love a shoulder length glove. So I definitely love that. I like the bodice part up here, the sheerness. It kind of gives me kind of old grandma, you know, tablecloth pattern with the kind of appliques on top, but I still enjoy it. I don't hate it. I don't dislike it. It's not my favorite up here, but everything besides the up top paneling looks good. I love the styling of her hair too. It's kind of giving me a 1920s type of vibe. And I can't tell, is that a braid? It kind of looks like a braid. I think it may be a braid. I can't really tell, but it looks like it's a side braid. And then she has all the little clips in her hair. So I definitely enjoy Billie. I feel like every time I've seen her since she started going to the Met Gala, she does what needs to be done and she does her thing and she eats it up every time. Now, Miss Anne Hathaway, she can do no wrong in my book. I don't ever think I've seen Anne Hathaway in a terrible look. I don't think I've ever seen her wear something horrible. I don't think I've ever seen her look bad. She definitely does her thing. Shout out to her stylist and her team. But I love this. She's wearing Versace, and I just thought Versace mixed in the Chanel vibes perfectly. We have the tweed type of feel, which you know Chanel is definitely known for their tweed. And then we also have the pins, which Versace, that is definitely something that they have became known for as of lately, was the safety pins in the outfits, especially if you go back to that one look that Donatella wore a long time ago. I love this. I think this was absolutely beautiful. I love the bodice. I love the top where the, you know, the girls are sitting inside of. It's kind of like a flower shape. And you know, whenever you buy Chanel on the box, they always have that little flower right on top of that white flower. So I just thought she ate this up. I love it. Her makeup looks good. It's very simple, simplistic, not doing too much. The hair works with it. I just thought she did what she needed to do. She ate this up. She left no crumbs behind. And Miss Anne Hathaway, she was definitely one of my favorites from that night. Like, I love this. This is just so beautiful. And then we have another glove moment. I just said I love gloves. Like, I love all of it. There's nothing wrong. There's no wrong. This is 10s across the board. All right, now getting into the guys, we have Usher. And I don't know who he's wearing, but I feel like it's okay. I mean, it's a basic black suit. I mean, it's not that basic. It's a decent black suit. It's kind of oversized in the blazer, which I definitely can enjoy. I definitely love how the bottom of the sleeves is open. I love that. Whenever I wear oversized shirts, I always leave the bottom of the sleeve unbuttoned, so I love that. I feel like it's just regular. I mean, the shoes are nice. We can get into the shoes, they're cool. He has on some gloves, black sunglasses. I don't really feel like it's anything to go wow or go home about or write home about. I mean, I feel like this is something he could wear to like the Grammys or the Billboard Awards or the MTV Awards. It's really not giving me Met Gala, but I know everybody's not gonna be over the top, which I feel like when you go to the Met Gala, you're supposed to be over the top and do the most, but you know, I need my guys, especially my guys of color, to kind of step it up, especially my straight guys. I feel like they kind of don't want to be risky and risque and be over the top because they're afraid of what people might say. But come on now, let's step it up. Usher, you're a legend in the game. You're at the Met Gala. Give us something we haven't seen before. We can see this from you on the regular day-to-day basis. Like, come on, I need more. Give me more. Feed us more. All right, now this look, Alton Mason and Balmain devoured this. Now, a lot of people probably are not gonna like it. They're probably gonna be like, what the hell is this? But at the end of every Chanel Haute Couture runway show, there was always a Chanel bride. So there was always a bridal gown, a bridal dress at the very end. And I love the interpretation because this is definitely classic Chanel as far as the bridal aspect. And I love it. I love everything about it. I love the veil. I love the leggings. I just love everything about the shoulder pads. I love how the bouquet kind of matches the boots and how the boots are just floppy and over the top in the most. I love it. And I feel like he was still able to be comfortable in this. He was the very first black male to walk for Chanel. So he definitely ate this up. He left no crumbs. I love it. I love when guys mix feminine energy with masculine energy and they're not afraid to be androgynous. They're not afraid to do the most and do the unexpected. And I love this. He absolutely ate this up for me. This was one of my favorites of the night. Like, this was just 10s. When I saw this, I said yes. I said yes to you dating me. Yes, we should be together. Because this look is saying let's get married. So I'm gonna meet him at the altar, period. Next up, we have Miss Gigi Hadid in Givenchy, and I really enjoyed this look. I enjoyed it a lot more when I saw it in videos. I feel like photos did not do this gown justice, but I love it. It's very simple, but I feel like it meets the mark and it does what it needs to do. Because sometimes I feel like Karl Lagerfeld kind of had a rocker, rock star type of vibe to him with some of the stuff that he would wear personally. And I feel like he has done some things where it's kind of rock star-ish. And this kind of gives me like rocker glam. And I just love the sheerness of it. I love the see-through of it. I love the bodice and how it has these beautiful, beautiful detailings and these little bitty roses and flowers on the front. It's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous to me. The hair, the makeup, everything is right. The small little gloves on the hands. Like, I feel like they just met every detail. I feel like it all looks good. I feel like she did what she needed to do. She came to eat the girls up and she looks gorgeous. It's very simple, but I feel like it still says a lot because sometimes simplicity can do good if you do it right and then do it the right way. And I feel like Miss Gigi did this greatly. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous. I love everything about it. All right, now let's get into one of the Met Gala it girls, I guess you could say. I feel like every year everybody's looking forward to see what this lady is going to do. And I feel like she didn't disappoint, and that's gonna be Miss Kim Kardashian. And I love this look. It's amazing to see how far Kim has come. I am a Kardashian fan. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I actually enjoy the Kardashians and I like them. And I think from where she started to where she is now, just the evolution of how she started with the Met Gala and how fashion people did not like her and where she is now, she is definitely one of the fashion girls. She sets a lot of trends. You can't hate on her. And she's wearing Schiaparelli, and I just love this. It's gorgeous. I think my favorite part though is kind of the cape and how it's long and draping. I feel like it makes it very ethereal. It makes it almost kind of Grecian to me, like a Greek goddess. Like when you see one of those paintings where you see Aphrodite coming out of the shell and you see the Greek goddesses coming out of the water and they have those capes. I love it. And I feel like the pearls are just draping beautifully. And I love how they did kind of this bodice or the corsetry underneath. It just looks so good. It looks so beautiful. Her makeup is right, her hair is right. It's just giving me goddess, and I love it. It's almost like a sculptural painting that you will almost see in a Greek museum. Like Schiaparelli really did their thing with this. I know there were a few pictures where they were showing her going back to the hotel and the pearls were falling off and falling apart. So I know she was probably having a time trying to keep these pearls from breaking whenever she would walk, because they're all the way down to her ankles. But I love this look. It's so beautiful. I love the pearls, the purling details, the work. Schiaparelli always does something major, something big, something out there and crazy. And I think they nailed this. That cape coat is so beautiful. Like, I love that so much. It's so gorgeous. Now we're gonna get into another Met Gala it girl, and that's gonna be Miss Rihanna. Now, I'm not going to lie, I was not gagging. I was not blown away by Rihanna's look. I was not going crazy about it or anything. And she's wearing Valentino as well as A$AP Rocky, and I thought it was okay. I mean, it's a nice little flower jacket coat with her head poking out, and then when she takes it off, she kind of has like, it's kind of almost like a wedding dress. So I don't know if she was going for the Chanel bride look too, but it didn't leave me going crazy. I feel like the past two Met Galas, Rihanna really has not given me her all, and she is usually the girl of the Met Gala, and she waited to the very end. I think she didn't show up till 10 o'clock, and the carpet was over at 9:30. So I was like, she made us wait for this. I don't hate it, but I'm not absolutely going crazy for it. It's still cute, it's still nice. She still, you know, is giving us a little bit of that camp with the eyelashes on the glasses. So she did cute. She did what she needed to be done, but I feel like she's not gonna top that Heavenly Bodies look or the look she wore with the long coat. I can't remember which Met Gala that was for, but that one, I feel like she's not gonna be able to eat that like that. The Comme des Garçons and the one with the coat, I feel like that standard was so high. So it's like now every time you come, people are just gonna expect you to go higher than that. But it's good for what it's worth. It's cute for what it is. It's nice, and yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. This lady was one of my best dressed of the night, Miss Cardi B in Chimping Studio, and I loved everything about this. Now, she did 3 different looks, but we're only gonna talk about this one because it was my favorite, and I just love it because the whole bottom is like this velvet material. And then, of course, we have the Chanel flower on the bottom. I love Chanel on the bottom and Carl on the top because we have the tie, the collar, we have the silver hair and everything. And of course, she has the gloves. I loved everything about this. She was my best dress of the night. I feel like she killed it. She ate it up. I feel like this is the best Met Gala look that she's done ever since she started going to the Met Gala. This is my favorite. I just love the mixture and the combination of both Chanel and the Carl all into one look. She devoured this and she left no crumbs, and Miss Cardi B was the Met Gala girl of the night for me, in my opinion. She definitely was the best dressed girl and did her damn thing. All right, now we're gonna get into Miss Kendall Jenner. Now, I was definitely underwhelmed. I was underwhelmed by this look. I was not really going up for it. She's wearing Marc Jacobs and Wolford, and I was just not really gagging. I was not going crazy. The thing that I can't appreciate was the sequin. As you can see, I love me a good sequence number. I love me a good sequence look, but this outfit was not everything that I dreamed of and more. I'm like, Miss Kendall, you are a supermodel. You are one of the top models. I know you could do better. Like, I'm just not gagging out of the leotard. Like, this is something that I feel like I could see at a drag queen brunch. I could see a drag queen wearing this when I go to see a drag show or something. That's what this is giving me. I want to see something that I would never think of, that I would never possibly see just out every day, walking around, going to a show or going to the store. I want to see something that is going to give me fashion. And this, to me, is just giving me basic drag queen brunch. Nothing wrong with that. I love my queens, but this is the Met Gala. I don't want to see something that I can see out in the regular world. I want to see something crazy, something wild, something over the top, and this is just not doing it for me at all. It's just a leotard with some long sleeves touching down on the carpet. I mean, I see how they tried to incorporate Carl in there with the collar, but it's just not giving me what I want, and it was definitely a disappointment because I know she can do better than that. So maybe next year we can come a little harder. All right, another best dress for me, Miss Doja Cat and Oscar de la Renta. I loved this. I love Doja Cat. Do not count Doja out. Doja has been eating it up as a fashion girl for me. She has been doing her damn thing in the fashion world. She has just been major. This outfit, she was Carl's cat. And what I loved about this, when she was doing her interview, people were asking her questions, she'd just be like, meow, 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 in every interview, and I love that. I love the commitment to the look. I love a theme. I love theme stuff. I always have theme parties and stuff. I love a theme, and I love her commitment, and I just felt like this was just beautiful. This just reminded me of, I don't know if you all have seen the Aristocats. It's a very classic Disney movie. It was during the golden age. It gives me the mom. The mom cat was very rich and very regal and very just, when she walked, you could tell she came from a rich household. This is giving me, I am a cat that's coming from a rich household. My dad has money. I have all the coin in the world. It's just so beautiful. I love the feathers. I love the gown. It's just beautiful. The headpiece with the ears coming out, the face mask. I just love it all. Miss Doja Cat never disappoints me. She is definitely making her way up there in the fashion world. She is definitely a top fashion girl in my mind. She does not disappoint. She's always outside the box. She's always creative, and I love that. Shout out to her and shout out to her team as well for always being on top of it. Like, just major. One of my other best dress of the night. Okay, so we are going to get in one of the worst dress looks from the night, and that is going to be Lil Nas X and Dior. What does this have to do with the Met Gala? What does this have to do with it? What does this have to do with the Met Gala? Can somebody explain to me? Can somebody tell me what it has to do with the Met Gala? I don't understand what this has to do with the theme. Karl Lagerfeld, he just want to be naked. He has on a Speedo, which was a thong Speedo, and then he's all silver, and then he has little crystals. Like, what does this have to do with the theme? Like, I'm gonna probably have to watch it behind the scenes to kind of get an in-depth idea, but I don't see what this has to do with the Karl. And everybody on the interweb has been in agreement. It's like, what does this have to do? Now, I liked Lil Nas X, and I appreciate him for what he's done for the gay community, but this just gives me like, I'm just seeking for attention. It's not giving me fashion. There's ways you can still seek for attention and do the most, especially at the Met Gala, but this is not it. Like, I don't understand the purpose of this look. It's kind of almost giving me Doja Cat's red look when she was at Fashion Week, but done poorly. Like, I don't get this. I don't like it. It's absolutely horrible. I don't understand I don't understand the purpose. It's just like, I just want to be talked about in a good or bad way, and I just don't enjoy it. So, Lil Nas, why? And who approved this? And who said that this was a good idea? Because I know this was probably on every worst dress list that is out there at this moment. I know this was not given any love out there. I'm sorry. Maybe next year we'll get it right, because this year was an absolute no. Next up, we have Kylie Jenner and Jean-Paul Gaultier and Mara Tasha jewelry. And I mean, it's cute. It's really not like making me eat it up or anything. And I've seen people that said they loved it. I like it. It's cute, but it's basic for the Met Gala. Like, I feel like this is something that we would see Kylie wear at the Vanity Fair after party, or we would see her wear this to like a CDF Fashion Awards event. Like, I feel like we see her wear stuff like this all the time in her regular day-to-day life. Like, this is not nothing to go up for. This is nothing to gag at. It's nothing to go crazy for. It's very basic for the Met Gala. It's very like, not over the top or anything. I'm sorry, when I think of the Met Gala, I just think of over the top and extra. And I know everybody's not like this, but I feel like we see her in this. This is not nothing new that we haven't seen from Miss Jenner already. I feel like she's done this multiple times. She's worn this already. She wears these looks in her everyday life. So yeah, Kylie, it's a no for me, dog, in my Randy Jackson voice. All right, another man on my list. I don't know who this guy is. Osei in Advisory, and I really like this. I really like this because, like I said, I love masculine and feminine qualities in a male's outfit, And I love this because this is definitely a feminine silhouette as far as the blazer goes, because it's off the shoulder. And I love how it has that mix of Carl and it has that mix of Chanel tweed. I really enjoyed that. Like, I like it. It's different. It's kind of out there. Maybe I would have liked it a little more if maybe the white button-up shirt was maybe sleeveless or something like that, and we kind of saw the shoulders, giving us more of that feminine energy by having the shoulders out, because I feel like the white button-up kind of makes it look almost like a business suit type of thing, which I guess that's what you kind of go for when you do Carl. But I feel like if we did sleeveless moment or something like that, and maybe we just didn't do no button up at all underneath, and we did no tie underneath, we just let the chest be out and we just let the shoulders be out, we still had the tweed, I feel like that probably would have made it a little more better. And then I definitely would have done a different shoe. I don't really like the rectangle feel. I feel like if maybe he had more of a pointy toe shoe and more of a heel type of shoe, it's really definitely going into that feminine world, but I feel like that would have made it that much more better. And then the pants are kind of baggy, which it makes it look weird because I feel like it makes the top look really small and tight and the pants look really big and baggy. So if the pants were a little more fitted and the shoes were more of a pointy toe with a better heel, and then we just got rid of the top up top, it just, you know, went all the way there with the femininity of it all, then we would have definitely had 10s across the board. But I still like it, but just those little bit of tweaks and detailings I feel like would have made it just that much more better. All right, now we have Miss Ashley Graham and Harris Reed, and this is absolutely gorgeous. Like, this is giving me Chanel Barbie. I love this look. I love everything about it. It's extra, it's out there, it's over the top. It just did everything it needed to do for me. Like, I love the satin of the pink. I love the velvet of the black. I love how kind of the bust area, it's kind of coming out, kind of giving me kind of a space age type of vibe. And then her arms are inside of it, and then her hips are pointy, giving us kind of that dramatic over the top feel. I love this look. Her hair is gorgeous. It fits the theme perfectly. The hair is giving me space age meets 1920s with the swoops on the side. Like, Miss Ashley ate this up. All right, so for my very last person is going to be, in my opinion, one of my best dressed males, and that's going to be Mr. Bad Bunny. And I love this look. It was absolutely spectacular. Now, a lot of you all are probably like, well, it looks so basic. It looks just boring. He just has on a white tuxedo, a white suit. But if you zoom in, you can see that the white is actually kind of that tweed pattern. But what really gets me is the back. The back is backless. And what I love about Bad Bunny is that he's always mixing, again, that masculine and feminine energy, that masculine and feminine concept, which I love to see from men, especially in the year 2023. Let's be bold, let's be different. And I love that. And I also love how he had the little cake with the flowers. To me, it was just beautiful. It was just regal. He mixed it up. He did what he needed to do. I love the back out. And then he has the little J initials, which I thought was a beautiful, perfect touch. I loved it. He was definitely one of my best dressed men from the night. In fact, he was my best dressed male. I loved everything about the outfit. I thought he ate it up. He left no crumbs. He did what he needed to do. And you know, I love the extraness, but simplicity of it. It's like a little bit of a surprise. Like, you see the front and then you turn around to the back and there's a party. There's a bit of extraness. There's more, there's something you didn't expect here. I just thought it was lovely and beautiful. Shout out to Bad Bunny for always pushing the button and doing what he needs to do. Alrighty, you all. So that is going to basically do it for my Met Gala critique. There were so many looks to pick from. This video could have probably been an hour, been a two-part, but I don't want to get into all that. I just picked from the looks that I thoroughly enjoyed. There were so many. It's so hard to really do all of them. I don't want my video to be like 45 minutes. So I hope you all did enjoy kind of my fashion police, my critiques on this year's Met Gala, Karl Lagerfeld, A Line of Beauty. And I'm excited to see what next year's theme is. Hopefully one day I will be, you know what I'm gonna say, hopefully. One day I will be at the Met Gala. I will be there. I'm going to manifest it and put it into the universe because I feel like I deserve to be there. I feel like I could eat it up on that carpet and bring it and give the girls what they need and show the girls what they should have done. So hopefully one year, not hopefully again, one year I will be there at the Met Gala. So yeah, positive vibe, positive energy into the universe. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. And until I talk to you guys in my next video, as always, make sure that you shine bright, like a diamond. Bye.